there's something very deep inside the pictures and lively, and also feeling, like it makes you feel like you're in the picture, like there's some life going on over there.
I see like very much like Picasso stuff, like Picasso energy, and I feel like there's so much layers and perspective of like personality that's like endless people with endless characteristics. And amazing depths that of sadness, joy, everything together, you know?
Everything is eyes.
What do you mean?
Eyes are the windows of the soul. The only thing that interests me on a person is their eyes. As I see a person, that's how I interpret.
Through his eyes.
It's called psycho-artistic interpretations of people I know.
I think the central thing that screams out at you, and there is a sort of shouting, there is something intensely expressive about all the paintings, and it's, the motif is expressionism. There's colour, there's some kind of form, there's movement, there's energy, but I would say fragmentation. I would say fragmentation is the biggest thing that I sort of experience, that something's been shattered and then something's been put back together. And really that's the process of art. There's light and shadow in there, the shattering, sort of the shattering of the vessels, and then putting it back together, it becomes something else, something new, and that's really when it elevates and becomes the art, because it becomes expressive, it tells a story, because it's been through a process.
It's not what I would say simple art. She's letting you see the inside of her through her art, and how she expresses herself is, quite wonderful.
It's not easy to explain to people all the ups and downs of life, but through a painting you can get that vibe, and you feel. And when you look at the paintings, you can't help but feel something, and you see these faces and these eyes looking at you, and you're forced to react.
I think it works first with having a good eye, seeing only the good. As the Gemara states about King David, his eyes were beautiful. Why were King David's eyes beautiful? Because he only saw the good. And I really feel that from Miriam. She sees the good. Of course, the bad exists, but she doesn't pay attention to it. As Shlomo Korbach taught us, the Ishbitzer Rebbe says, from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, just put a comma and read it. From the tree of knowledge of good and evil, don't eat. I think Miriam doesn't take in the evil. She sees good. She had, as she expressed recently on this film, I guess, that her daughter actually passed away. She's taking it in a way that she sees the good in it. And she takes the good of it, that her daughter basically commanded her mother that she must do these things in her life. And her life is really built and blossomed because of that last command that her daughter gave her. That's really taking the good. And it's an inspiration for everybody. Mamish, like her art. Special.
I think good painting is when they hang and there's an energy in the room. And they're sort of beyond, it's beyond selling really with these sort of things. These are like, almost, some of them are like wounds really, wounds of a life, but they become holy, become sacred wounds in a way. And, yeah, that's what I see.
My daughter had cancer, she had lymphoma, and she was treated.
And she said, don't.
Well, no, she knew me. And this is my neshama. This is not teaching. Teaching comes from a different place. The voice comes from a different place, and that's my gift to others. This is the expression of me. And she knew that would close off. She knew me well, and she knew that when she died, I would shut off. So she made me promise her that I would write the book on the voice and that I would go on the computer because it would change my life because I understood nothing. And she said, don't stop painting and don't stop exhibiting because the world needs to know your work. Promise. She knew it took me 15 years to keep the promise, but this is the promise. This is the keeping of the promise. This is the keeping of the promise. When I was in Israel, when I was 15, I saw an exhibition called Only Butterflies Are Free, dedicated to the children of Theresienstadt.
Yeah, because he wrote the book.
And the butterflies sit in my head. After Aviva passed away, the butterflies came back into my life. They came back into my life to the point where I combined the children and the butterflies and the concentration camp and Arbeit macht frei and these two little kids wanting, dreaming of freedom.